Hello. So today I will be showing you how to make a Krabby Patty container creature. So what we're going to need to do first, make sure you have your materials. In my case, it will be some of these. So my recording cut off the last time I did this, but I still have some of my stuff. So what you're going to want to do first, make sure you have a hot glue gun, hot glue, something to craft with, something to cut with, and if you're young, a responsible adult to make sure you are supervised throughout the crafting process. So, first off, we are going to be making these. So, what you do, you will take 3 of your containers. Make sure that it's 3 of them to make one of the legs. So first what you will do is you will glue these 2 together so it looks like this. But just make sure that your hot glue gun is actually ready, and make sure that you do not burn yourself, because that would not be good. And I do not want your parents blaming me for you burning yourself whilst trying to make a craft. So after that is done, you're going to want to add one on the top, like this. You're going to want to, so with the first part, you're going to want to spread glue right around here so that the 2 connect. Then after that, for the next connection, glue right around here so that they connect and look like this. I'll give you some time to pause the video and get caught up, because we are going to need to make 4 of these. You're going to need to make these 4 legs so that we can have the craft finished and ready. I'm going to set them right over here next to my glue gun. So I will give you a time to pause the video and get to working on that. Okay, after you are done making the 4 legs, you're going to grab 2 more of these. If you do not have enough, then you might want to go get some more. So first you're going to take one of the legs, and you're going to want to make these 2 connect, so like this. So once you have this connected like this, you're going to want to grab another one of the legs and your second one of these, and you're going to want to do the exact same thing. I'll give you some time to pause the video and get caught up. So once you have both of them connected, so that you have 2 legs that look like this, you're going to want to connect the 2 so that they're sort of like this. Now, to do this, you are going to want to follow a previous instruction. Put glue around here, around this rim area. Now, if required, grab some hot glue and get some in your glue gun. I'm currently running out of hot glue in my gun, so I'm going to do that really quick. So with hot glue around it, it should look something a little like this, with hot glue around the rim. Now, once that's done, grab your second piece and stick them together. You're going to want to find something solid or just flat ground to keep that on so that the hot glue will dry with it sticking together, so that it doesn't fall apart. Now, you're going to want to grab 2 more and do the exact same thing on the other 2 pairs of legs that were made. So, I'm going to start working on that. Okay, so once you have 2 pairs of these, once you have the second pair done, so that they both look like this around that, you're going to want to put them as close together as possible, somewhat like this, so that they actually stick together. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to grab one of these, and we are going to grab one of these. Now, we are going to need something sharp, a pair of scissors to cut with. Now, make sure you have a trusted, responsible adult around to make sure you do not cut yourself. as I cannot find my scissors, we're just going to have to improvise. So instead of cutting these, sorry for wasting your time, but we will still need scissors for later on. So what we are going to do, we are going to need to grab our two pieces, and we are going to have to stick them together, somewhat like this, with this piece right around here, holding these two together. So, I'm going to pause the recording and get that done so I can show you what it should look like. Once done, the piece should look something similar to this. Now, you're going to have to keep it sitting for a bit so that it can dry the glue, but you are going to have to do the exact same thing on the other side as well. If needed, make sure to pause the video, yet again, to get caught up to this point. Once this part is done, once both sides have been hot glued together and look something a bit like this, on either side, it doesn't matter, we will have to start forming the head. The head could be any shape or form you would like. My personal way of doing it is to connect two of these like this, carve out the back of one of them so that I have a head shape, and then make a neck kind of thing out of another one. You can make it any way you want, but just make sure that the head will actually fit onto the body. So when I said you would need your scissors still, welcome to the part where the scissors will be needed. So we're going to grab two of these. We're going to need these two. Now, what we are going to do, we're going to grab one of them like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one of these, and we are going to take our scissors. And if you are really young or young enough for it, please have a trusted adult either help you or supervise you whilst doing this part. So what we are going to do is we are going to take this, and we are going to use our scissors to cut this about in half so that we have something a little like this. Now we are going to cut off a tiny bit of the bottom so that the bottom isn't there, so that we have it straight down the middle. So it's like this. Now what we are going to do next, we are going to grab one of these. We aren't going to use our scissors on it, but we are going to grab our hot glue gun, because of the fact that this part is super thin. We are going to need to be very, very cautious whilst doing this part. If required, refill your hot glue gun with some hot glue so that you know you have enough to do the rest of this craft. So what we are going to do, we're going to grab the two pieces of our head. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our hot glue gun, and whilst being super careful, we're going to add hot glue all around this top part right here. Make sure that you do not burn yourself. Make sure you have parental supervision, or make sure you are being watched by a trusted adult or guardian. So after getting it like this, we are going to grab the other piece of the head, and whilst making sure not to burn ourselves, we are going to connect it like this. Now, while we wait for the glue to dry on that part, let's get started on making some other details. Something I feel would be a great addition to this would be making sure that the head goes out a bit further, so about to here, meaning we would need a longer neck. Now, another part we are going to need the scissors for. So we're going to grab at least one or two of these. We are going to cut down the middle, or around the middle yet again. This time, do not grab your hot glue guns yet. Just keep your scissors in hand. What we're going to do next is we are going to grab one of the halves, and we are going to take the head. We're going to put the neck in like this, so that we can connect the head to the body. Now, I'm going to hot glue each part together. Just watch and see what happens. If required, you can cut off the sides. I'll show you what that will look like. So, during all this process, be safe and do not harm yourself. I do not feel like getting some angry parents. I don't feel like getting comments from angry parents about how their child burnt themselves with a hot glue gun or accidentally cut themselves with a sharp pair of scissors. Now, once you have this part with glue right around here, right around this part on it, right about there, we're going to take the head and connect the two pieces like this, so that we have part of the neck. Now, once that's done, you're going to grab the other half of the neck. You're going to do the exact same thing you did with the first side. Cut off the sides, add hot glue onto that one area, but instead of adding it inside of the head, we are going to add it onto the other part of the neck. So I will really quickly hot glue these two together, and then I will show you what that will look like. So whilst this is getting hot glued, make sure to remember, stay safe whilst crafting. It would be really bad if you got hurt whilst trying to do something fun. So once these two parts are glued together, it should look something a bit like this, with the neck pieces put together a bit further, so that you can connect the head to the body with a longer neck. Now, you can attach it to any part of the body, but I would prefer adding hot glue right around here. Right around this area. Now, once that's done, you are going to grab your head and line up your neck with the hot glue you have placed down, so that you can hot glue it to it. Now, once this is done, you are going to want to hold it so that the head stays in place. If needed, once it's dried, you can add some more hot glue. So, if required, to keep the head up, you can cut some more of these and then hot glue it to the head or around that area, so that you can keep the head standing. I'm going to show you how to do this part. You are going to need to grab your scissors again and cut another one of these in half. Cut off the sides one more time. Make sure you do this with each side. Then, once this step is 100% complete and you have this done, so that they both look like this again, you are going to want to grab your creation. You're going to lift its head up. The first one, you are going to want to glue right around this area under the head. So I'm going to apply hot glue and make sure that the head stays back by holding it with my finger. Make sure you do this so that the head doesn't bounce down whilst you are trying to glue the piece on. So once you have it done, it should start looking something a bit like this, with the head being able to be lifted up a tad bit, or you could hold it up a bit more. You could add the hot glue as high as you like, to make sure the head stays up as high as you would like. Just be careful during this part, because whilst holding the head up, you will have to make sure you aren't putting your hand in any hot glue. Now, whilst doing this, you are going to hold this piece down like this, so that it stays in place. You can let go of the head with your other hand, but just make sure that you are holding onto this piece with your finger, so that it stays stuck there. Now, after the hot glue dries, you will want to add the second piece sticking upward into the head area, so about into here, so that it stays stuck in place. This will be possible if you do the steps right. So after everything is in place, here is what the final results should look like. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and smash that subscribe button for more content.